Hey everyone. Okay, sorry, I'm fixing my camera, so let me adjust it a little because it looks like it's crooked. Let me see. Right here. Okay, so we are going to use Heidi Swapp. Hello today. What to do today? We got to do it in a really like fun voice. So, but yes, hi. How is everybody? Oh my gosh, you guys. I am back. It has been crazy sauce around here. It really has been. So, been having fun with my moms, with my momsies. Today, yesterday was our Wednesday sew day. And you guys, I got my featherweight going. Oh my gosh, I told Tim, and then it ended up hunking up. I had 2 stitches left, you guys, 2 little stitches left, and I ran out of bobbin. And then I asked somebody to help me with the bobbin, and they did, but then I made a mistake and I hunked it all up, and so I couldn't finish, and I was like, darn you. You know that if you do any project and you're like end of the glue, you know, and you're like, oh my god, but then you have no glue, you know, you have no store near you, so you can't run and go get glue. Well, it's kind of like that, right? And so, you know, a carpenter running out of nails, and then you have to wait until the store opens, and you know, yada yada yada. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. So it was late in the day. My mom and I were actually this is the first time that we were the last ones there. But my mom was on a roll. My mom has been really down. She's been really down because she has to take care of my brother. And my brother does not want to get better. My brother is 53 years old and he acts like a toddler, you know. So, and the disease he has makes it where he can't control his bowels either, so he's peeing and he's pooping everywhere on the floor and stuff. So my mom is 71, and she is having to take care of a toddler. And if you know anything, you know that, you know, even being in your 30s and 40s is hard taking care of children, much less, you know, in your 70s. So she has been suffering from depression and everything else because she just, you know, this is their golden years. This is when you're supposed to enjoy life and not struggle, not, you know, go on vacation and do things because it's your time now, right? And well, my brother's not making it possible for her. And since she doesn't know how to say no and to tell him to, you know, walk his butt over, you know, to the refrigerator and get his own, you know, waters and stuff because he needs it, because he has a walker and everything else. But you still need to do the exercise. You still need to, you know, try, and he doesn't. And so, yeah, it's a little bit on the struggle bus for her, and she's just been kind of miserable. Hold on. Sorry, my husband's home, but he's working on his motorcycle because he's selling all of his motorcycles, and he's already sold 2 of them. He's working on the 3rd one right now, and so I have a moment to film. And so, but then he just came in like slamming things, and I'm like, dude, I'm filming. So we went to dinner at Cheyenne's this day. Can you see the cups that they have? Isn't they cute? Girlfriend, boyfriend, crossed out, fiance. So, oh gosh, but dinner was spectacular. It was so delicious, so delicious. So anyway, and so my brother's in the hospital. My brother's in the hospital every 6 weeks, so it's not a, you know, it's not a shock or anything else like that. He's in the hospital every 6 weeks, and he lost the ability to kind of walk a little bit, and he has a really bad, he's already lost a couple of toes and everything else, and so but he has a severe infection in his foot, and so they ended up doing surgery. And so my mom's kind of relieved a little bit because she gets a break for at least, you know, a week to 2 weeks. So so she was quilting yesterday with you know, the feeling of you know, like, oh, I gotta do this here. You know, she can only sew there basically, because unless I go to her house, which I haven't done in a long time because we've been doing every Wednesday to the guild house. And but she you know, went with the whole, you know, like, oh, she's got to go home, she's got to go get my brother from the hospital because he had to stay overnight. They were going to do surgery, but then they didn't. And so she was kind of bummed about that because she wanted just a break, you know, just a break. So you guys, I was off my, I got told I can be off my crutches this day. This is my legs, and these are my legs. So like I told you guys, I am tattooed everywhere. So feet, legs, everything. And then these are my Crocs. I love my Crocs. So these are magically delicious. And so yeah, and so anyway, so she then she got the news when we were sewing how, you know, they're going to do the surgery, and he was my dad was with him and stuff, and it was just down the street from us, you know, like literally like a 2-minute drive away from the Guild House and stuff. The hospital they have there in where she lives is down the street. And so she kind of had a little bit of a, oh, I have, because every day she's basically Cinderella, and it's all day long. All day long. Mom, get me a drink. Mom, I'm hungry. So he eats like 6 times a day, and then he has her cook and everything else. And so she's miserable. She really is. And yeah, she just, so yeah, so she is really just miserable. And so this was a little bit of a reprieve for her. But anyway, so they're quilting, and she hasn't quilted in a long time because we applique and everything else. But I told her, I said, Mom, you need sashing in her applique, and you need borders, because I am all about the borders, you guys, because of my BFF. My BFF, Donna Jordan from Jordan Fabrics on YouTube. Stalker alert. And it's hilarious. Let me tell you, if you guys don't watch my other videos and my haul videos with Jordan Fabrics, I love and adore Donna Jordan. She is so inspirational to me. She's inspiring. She's everything. And I have learned so much because of her, and I'm doing my best to try and you know, do right by her. Total Deadpool moment. And so I'm just, you know, she's just, oh, I love her. And so, but it's hilarious, you guys, because like I said, my husband's my best friend, and he listens to everything I say. For the most part, you know, I'm sure he misses a thing here or there, but if it's important to me, he'll listen. But if it's just, you know, like what I want for dinner, you might have to tell him like 5 times, dude, I want corn. So yeah, but if it's, you know, the sewing and the project life, he'll listen. And or, you know, like, what am I doing tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow? You know, an hour later, what are you doing tomorrow? An hour later, what are you doing tomorrow? But he can remember terminology and everything else for sewing, and he can remember. And then he turns the corner, and I have a video on. He's, oh, are you watching your BFF? And I'm like, stalker alert. So that's our thing. That's the thing I always say when I mention her, stalker alert. And so he knows that she's my BFF too. She just doesn't know it. She doesn't know it yet. But so anyway, so that's our little thing now. So if he sees her on the video, and oh, you guys, she's so inspiring. I love it. I'm learning so much, you guys, from just watching her videos, and oh, it's been so much fun. It's been so much fun. So yeah. But anyways, so my mom, yeah, so my momsies, but she was doing her, oh, so anyways, I learned all about the borders and stuff, borders and like sashing and all that stuff. But the borders is the biggest thing, because I never went above and beyond a quilt of what a pattern is, you know. And so to actually do the borders and stuff and make it look so much, you know, it gives it more depth and more life, and I love it. And so because of her, I've been doing it. And so because of her, I'm like, Mom, you need these borders. And she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you need borders. She's like, okay. And so I helped her pick out the fabric and everything else, and now she's doing borders. But she was having so much fun, you guys. She goes, I forgot how much fun this is. And I'm like, I know, right? You know, so it was fun to see her so happy yesterday, and it gave me just a great feeling, because, you know, she tells everyone, she goes, Wednesdays are the days I look forward to. You know, my mom was young and spry, you know, 3 years ago, and then my brother, you know, got sick, and then they took him in, and she's been his main caregiver since. And my dad's, you know, a big baby too, so she has to take care of both of them. And then my dad, you know, had a heart attack like 4 years ago, and so he's limited on what he can do, and he can't lift and pick up things. But they always have the fire department there, because my brother is constantly falling down now. And so he is, yeah, he's just falling down, and he has no strength in his legs. And so, but they made their house all ADA accessible for him, you know. Tim built a ramp, you know, when we were told he was going to go live with them. So Tim built a ramp in the front door. So, and then my dad extended the bathroom so that his wheelchair could fit in there. And then the shower is ADA accessible, so it has a little lip so he can get in there with a chair. So, excuse me. So yeah, so he's, so my parents take really good care, well, my mom takes really good care of him. My dad does too. My dad, you know, they're on a fixed income, and it took them 3 years, you guys, to get aid for my brother. And 3 years of taking care of him on their dime, you know, on their dime, their fixed income. My dad's a Vietnam vet, and he, you know, he's worked his whole life. You know, he worked in the fields, and then he was drafted into Vietnam. And so, yeah, he's always worked. And then, he got he had to retire, and, you know, they lost everything in the big, 2007, I think it was, in the big, you know, recession. And so he lost his business, he lost his cars, he lost his house, he lost everything. And so yeah. Oh, let me tell you real quick about this. So this is our spare bedroom. So Tim had been working so much, you guys. He had been working so much, and he wasn't around. And so, and the puppies, you know, we have four bulldogs, and they are a pain in the butts, you guys. They are the entitled children that have no discipline. And yes, and they are all about that. And so I told Tim, let's watch a movie. Okay, for one, we haven't been in the movie since Maverick, and best movie ever. And but we were like, let's do charcuterie on the bed and watch a movie. And so we rented Beekeeper, and silly movie. Really silly movie. And but I made a charcuterie for us, and that's what this is, the full-blown picture. And I was like, you know what? So just take your moments, because we're not really going on, we're not doing major vacations this year because of the wedding, because we need to, you know, come up with a lot. Basically, you know, we could buy a car for the price of Cheyenne's wedding. And so we, you know, are choosing to save the money and not go on big vacations this year. And we're just doing like Disneylands and stuff like that. Those, I mean, it's still money, but it's not as, you know, it's not $10,000, you know, for, you know, going on a Disney cruise or anything. So, so yeah, so you take, basically, you don't need a lot of money to go on vacation. Pick a spare bedroom, pick a garage, you know, set up a fort in the garage, you know, do something where you can actually just, you know, have a date and be with your significant other and have just fun. Do a charcuterie board, you know, go out on a car date, you know, go out. We've done that where we've gone out at night and we've gone to Starbucks and got a coffee, you know. Back in the day, you can go get an ice cream, you know, things like that. And so, back in the day for me and him, because we're not doing sugar. So these are my grandpuppies. There we go. My grandpuppies. So they're so well trained too. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's chaos at my house, and these guys are just, you know, so cute. So they tell them to lay down, and they lay down. Wow, what is that like? I have no clue. So, but yeah, and but anyway, so that's so take your moments, you know. You don't need to go to the Bahamas. It'd be nice. I'll tell you what, honestly, it's the greatest thing ever to be with your husband in the Bahamian waters. I'll, you know, don't knock it, but when you choose not to do that, when you choose not to, this is nice, you guys. Honestly, it's just a moment, you know, a moment that take a picture of, and it's refreshing and it's great. So yeah, it totally is. So, but anyways, back to my mom. She had a great time yesterday. I had a great time. I got to use my featherweight, and yeah, and then I came home and I troubleshot it, and I watched the troubleshoot videos, and I can fix it. So it's great. So that was cool too. So let me show you also. So this was our retreat. Or no, this was our class. This was our class, but Mom and I got to, this was in March, so she got her birthday present, which I got her and myself the Gidget 2 table, so for her birthday, so I scored for her birthday, and so she got the Gidget 2 table, and then my dad bought her the DX 2000, which I have also, so so I got her, so she's a new Juki owner also, and she's loving it. She is actually loving it, and she wants for Mother's Day a tote for it though before she takes it to the guild house and stuff like that. But she was so in heaven. But the only problem is that it was broken, you guys. Of all the things, you know, she's so excited. We're excited, you know. We're just, you know, all about it, and all that good stuff. To find it broken was so heartbreaking for me, because, you know, I was, you know, I'm touting all of this, and I was so like, Juki's awesome, Juki everything, and then her cutter was broken. And it was just like, oh my gosh. But you guys, best customer service, Juki Junkies. Can't recommend them enough. They immediately started troubleshooting with me. Well, this was Saturday, I think it was. And so on Monday, when they went back into work, I was talking to them, and I was filming videos showing them what the problem was, and they were making sure we were troubleshooting everything. But yeah, it was videos and text messages and all that good stuff, so that was pretty awesome, and great customer service. I couldn't be more happy about that. And so she got a new machine, but it was just sad because this is her first experience with Juki, and then, you know, and then we were at the class and her machine was broken. So I ended up the next day bringing my machine, because I have 2 Jukis. I let her use the same one, and then I used my TL18, sorry, QVP. So that ended up working out. But oh my gosh, you guys, I was so sad. I was so sad, and I was telling my dad, because my dad was like, no, she's gonna get a Janome, cause, you know, and then I'm like, no, you know, the Janome is not working out for us anymore. It's not doing what we need it to do anymore. It's not what we want, and I know it's not what she wants anymore. She wants her machines to work, and they're just not. And so I have gone to the Juki, and I'm seriously in love with the Juki, you guys. I love it. I can't get enough of how wonderful it is, and it's just a workhorse, and it's great and everything else. So can't recommend it enough. In fact, I was going to get another one to take with me just to classes and stuff, but another TL, the 18, I was going to get it in, you know, I was going to just buy it, but I wanted to try the featherweight, and I think I told you guys that. I wanted to try the featherweight because they say that these are workhorses. You know, they've been around since the 40s. Mine is a 1946, and I'm like, okay, well, let me try and work with my featherweight and see if it'll work and do what I need it to do. And yesterday while working with it, it was fun. It was fun, and it sewed, and yeah. So I think what I'm going to end up doing, because I really want. And when I get that way where I'm like, I get obsessed with things, I have to have it. And so I was going to buy the 18 QVP to have just to keep in my tote for my retreats and classes. But I think what I'm going to do is, because I really want a featherweight that's painted, because my other idol is Lori Holt, and, you know, seeing all hers, I'm just like, oh, her, you know, all of hers, the yellow, the pinks, the blues, the denims, all that. I'm like, oh my God, I really want a painted one. So I think when PIQF happens, my husband leaves me notes. And can you see that? He says, you're so something here. You're so, oh no, he says, I miss you so much. And I miss you so much, my love, is what he wrote. And I don't have glasses on. I gotta sneeze, you guys, so sorry. So during PIQF, which is in July this year in Santa Clara, which my mom and I will be going to. I'm hoping that the guy is there and I can buy the painted featherweight, or at least buy a featherweight and have it painted. That's what I, because I don't see the color that I want there, so I'm hoping I can just talk to him and he'll paint one and I just pay for it, and then I can either go pick it up or he can ship it. So that's my hope. But yeah, because I loved working with the featherweight yesterday, and of course it'll give me more time till July. I have till July to make up my mind too, because they usually have a Juki dealer at the PIQF also, which is Pacific International Quilt Show, and so, our festival, and so I can either decide if I do want the painted one or if I just want to buy another 18. So that will give me time. I'm trying to slow my roll, but you know, I have a hard time with that. If I want something, I just try and, you know, I have to have it immediately, and so I'm trying not to do that. My mom bought me a Care Bear. I love Care Bears, and she bought me that one. Isn't that so sweet? So yeah. So it's been a whirlwind, you guys. But anyway, so that's my whole little spiel about that. But yeah, we're gonna go. We have another quilt show to go to tomorrow, which will be Friday, and I'm excited. It's in Pacific Grove, so I'm excited to see what they offer. You know, like we've never been. And I guess it said it was the 44th year or something. And I'm like, I've never even heard of it. So my mom and I are going and meeting up with a couple of friends over there. And so that's going to be fun. And yeah, and then we'll go to lunch, which is exciting. I think we're going to go to Bubba Gump's. I think we're going to try for Bubba Gump's. But my mom and we always have breakfast. We have breakfast together every Wednesday, you guys. Every Wednesday. But we had breakfast every morning of the class, and that was fun too. So that was really yummy. So they have a lot of restaurants in where my mom lives. So we have, you know, sky's the limit kind of thing. So it was super yummy. But you guys, I'll tell you what, my favorite food is at Denny's breakfast, and it is the salted caramel banana pancakes. Holy smokes, you guys. But now that I'm not doing sugar, oh my god, I don't want to go to Denny's. So because I love anything salted caramel. Salted caramel is amazing, either ice cream or candies, and oh gosh, I love it, you guys. Salted caramel is just amazing, and the saltier the better. And oh, I love toffee and all that stuff. It's just so good. And yeah, I just since I can't have it, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go. I don't want to go, being a big old baby. But it's just so hard because, you know, when you can't have sugar, in breakfast is all about sugar, and that is like my favorite meal of the day because of that, because oh, I love sugar. Yeah, it's hard to go anywhere. So I have a lot of omelets, you guys. I have a lot of loaded meat omelets, but it is not the same. I will tell you what, it is not the same as having pancakes, or, you know, like Belgian waffles with strawberry and whipped cream, and, you know, all the good stuff, and French toast, and yeah, so all of the good stuff. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Ugh, like big bummer. So Cheyenne goes to the gym well, she goes every day, and but on Thursday she has personal training, and she invited me. She's like, I'm already paying for it, just come, because the lady we know, the personal trainer, we know her, and so we've known her for many years now, and she doesn't care if, you know, she doesn't charge us, you know, double because I'm there. No, she just modifies the routine for me, and she doesn't even charge extra, so it's just the flat rate. And so I started last week on Thursday with Cheyenne, and it's been, I only lasted 30 minutes, but I have had no physical therapy and stuff like that, so it was a little bit on the harder side. And this is Tim's book, and so It was a little bit hard, but so I get to go again today, and I'm excited. Not only do I get to see my kid, but I get to, you know, exercise a little bit, so it should be fun. All right, so let me, this is the last of it, you guys, so let me start saying thank you. So Denise Wright, I can't believe your son got sepsis because of the tattoo. That is crazy. That's so scary. That sucks. You know, every time I see a new doctor, I hope he gets better. Every time I see a new doctor, they always test me for freaking, for all the diseases, you know, the Hep C and all that stuff, every time they see me, and it's just hilarious. But yeah, I hope he feels better. That sucks. Barbara Hayes, yeah, just getting those pokes, you know, multiple times is just ridiculous, and I just don't know, you guys. I just don't know. I don't know what to do, honestly. You can, you know, complain all you want, but it's still, you still need to get it done, and you just hope for the best. So that sucks. So I feel, I'm glad you understand my pain. So, because it sucks. And then Rita Magnus, yeah. Anytime, Rita, you ask me a question, if I don't answer on here, I answered it on, the answer would have been on where you asked the question at. So I think you have to go back to that. So, yeah, but if I missed anything, but I did answer you again, but if you didn't see it under there, all my PL layouts are in albums, and I usually have 3 albums for the year. So if you watched any of my tours, and I think the sewing tour, where my cutting table is, behind it there is like a buffet area, and that is where I have all my albums at. So yeah, that's, nothing is on display, it's all in albums. And yeah, I usually do three a year of the same color of album. So that's how I differentiate, oh lordy, that. So this is week 10, very simple title card, but, you know, just felt like a simple week, you know, like just relaxing. It was a relaxing week, and that's what the porch swing represents to me, is just relaxing and taking it all in, and that's what it did. And so, yeah. And then, yeah, so what do you guys think? You guys love it? Yeah. I love it, you guys. I'm so glad. I'm so thankful you guys are here. So thank you for everyone for watching my videos. Thanks for sticking with me, and big hugs, big loves. I'll see you guys again soon. Okay, guys. Take